You can call me Mystic Mike because I predict these things.
Goodness! It's all over!
Alright, what's up boys? Here's Parlons UFC for a new video. So new video for this weekend's event, which is Blaydes against Derek Lewis. So I will do a full breakdown of the event with all the predictions, and I will give also best bets of this event. So if you guys want to bet and put some money, I will give you guys what are my best opinions for betting. First of all, I don't like it that much for betting. I don't think it's the best event to bet, but there's still 4 picks that I will give you guys more at the end of the video. So you should stay for the end. So I will give my best bets there. First of all, we will talk about last event, which was Figueiredo against Pearce. I just wanted to go quick over all the best bets that I gave you guys, which was Davison Figueiredo first, this one right here. So he got the job done. That was really nice and easy. First round, 2 minutes, easily done. Next one was Brandon Moreno. I thought he was gonna win by decision. Finally he got a weird no, or not him, but Royval got a shoulder injury, his shoulder dislocated or something, so he had to stop the fight at 1 second of the end of the first round. But a win is still a win. We'll take it. Brandon Moreno was winning the fight, was winning the first round, so that's always a good sign for me as a betting advisor, if I can give you guys that. And he's still winning, and he was looking like he was gonna win. Besides that shoulder injury, that's always nice. There was also my underdog of the event, which was Jared Gooden. He didn't look that good. I thought he was gonna look better and Juban was gonna look a little bit worse. Finally, the opposite happened. Jared Gooden looked like trash and Juban looked so great. He's 38 years old. I thought we were gonna see a big knockout for the younger guy in Jared Gooden. Finally, it didn't happen. Juban got the decision. Very impressive win from him. I didn't see that coming, but a lot of people did, so maybe I'm the wrong one. Yeah, so last one was Kosuke. This wasn't it. I don't know what he did. I looked at the fight, but I was with some friends and didn't take a bigger look at it. No, not too on it, but I saw a little bit of it, and Kosuke looked so tired after the first round. I don't know what happened. I don't think he got a knockdown or something, but he just looked so gassed. After like 4 minutes, the guy looked done. He looked like it was the 3rd round and there was 1 minute left, but there was like 10 minutes left to go. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe he needs to work on his gas tank a little bit or something, but this wasn't it. So yeah, good job Sasha Palatnikov for this one. I also had for the last week, this was all the bets for the events, the UFC event, but then there was the Bellator event, which I gave who was it? Jason Jackson and AJ Mickey. So yeah, 1.57 for Jason Jackson and 1.31 for AJ Mickey. But that's still, if you put it $100 on them, that's still like what, 88 bucks profit. So that's not that bad. I knew those 2 guys would win. I don't post Bellator bets. I don't really watch Bellator at all, but I knew these 2 guys would win, so they did, and that was nice. I also gave you guys that in the last video if you checked it. Yeah, so that was all the best bets for this event plus the Bellator event. Now next event. Before we go, I just wanted to say, please subscribe to the channel if you're still there, if you still watch like 2 minutes of the video. I appreciate it a lot when you guys put likes. We're approaching the 10 likes mark on each video, so that's really nice. That means a lot to me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's something that I really need. I need support, and it's a pleasure to be around. We're almost at 30 subscribers. I'm looking to get 50 in like like 3 weeks, let's say. I would love to be at 50. Then we'll see for the 100. But yeah, the 50 gold is near. It's approaching. So please help me on this one and give me a subscribe. And you can always put the notification bell on if you guys want to get the video as soon as it comes out, so you guys know what to bet, and you can bet them before the odds go lower than what I tell you guys what they are. Because it's always like that. Every time I put out bets, every time I say bets or picks, the odds always go lower. I'm always right on this. It doesn't really happen that I give you guys a bet and then the odds go higher, since it would mean that people put money against me. It doesn't really happen. So you should put the notification bell on, so that you're the first one to put the bet, and then you get the better odds, and then you make more money. And on the long term, we know that odds are a big thing, and you should not make any mistake with this. So if you can get them higher on the long term, it will mean a lot. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I will go right now over the whole event. So I will give you guys my full prediction of it. So yeah, I will go over the first fights. First of all is Nate Maness against Luke Sanders. So 12-1 against 13-3. I see Nate Maness winning this one. He's an underdog. I'm going with the underdog. I don't know a lot about Luke Sanders. I know he's great. I know a lot of people are behind him, and the odds have changed. It was a pick'em, I think, and now it's Luke Sanders is now a favorite. But I still prefer Nate Maness. I think he looked pretty good in his first UFC fight. I know he lost, but still it was pretty impressive, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, he won against Johnny Munoz then. All right, but yes, I remember he didn't. He wasn't winning the fight, I think. Johnny Munoz got a point taken away because of a lot of cup shots or nut shots, or call it however you want. But yeah, there was a lot of them in like the third round or something, and then they took a point away. So Nate Maness won, but it was pretty close. I think he was losing or something. But yeah, that was a nice performance, and he looked good. Even though he was losing, Johnny Munoz was still 10-0, and he was looking pretty good too. But he got the win on this one, and I think he will get the win this weekend too. I would say by a decision. I wouldn't give any finishes. I think it will be a decision either way it goes, but I will go with Nate Maness as the underdog. Next fight is taking place at 125 pounds. Sue Mudaerji against Malcolm Gordon. I like Malcolm Gordon. He's a Canadian guy coming from TKO, which is where I'm from Quebec. So that's really nice. I like him. I've checked some of his fights. He's not that bad. But on this one, I think I will go with the Chinese fighter. I will go with Sue. He doesn't look that impressive either, but just looking at Malcolm Gordon in his first UFC fight, he didn't look good at all. He didn't look like he had a lot of threats or anything really big for the division. You know, he didn't look too good. He didn't. It wasn't his best performance, if I can say. I will say that for sure. He didn't look good. So yeah, I will go with Sue Mudaerji on this one. I don't know a lot about this guy too, but I think he'll get the win. A lot of people are on him, and I will follow everyone on this one. Not a lot of research are done, but this is still the pick. So Sue Mudaerji by decision. Don't bet on this fight, I would say, because Malcolm Gordon isn't that bad, but it's a weird kind of fighter, you know. It's the kind of fighter that maybe he will show up and will be like so good, but maybe it will be so bad. So who knows? I'm not trying to bet money on these kind of fighters. I don't like it. I like regular fighters, more like Curtis Blaydes. You know what he's gonna do, like Habib or whatever. They're all like this, you know. They have one goal, they do one thing, and then they always do that, and it's not a surprise, but you can't stop him. And this is the first hint that I will give for the main event. Yeah, so Sue Mudaerji by decision. Next one is Kamaka against Jonathan Pearce. Another fight I wouldn't bet on. I don't see any value on both of these guys. There's not value. Even Jonathan Pearce as an underdog, I don't like it. I think Kamaka will get the win, but I'm not so sure either. He's not one of the best fighters. He doesn't have anything that stands out. But Jonathan Pearce looks good, but in his first UFC bout, got knocked out, so that's not a good impression at first too. So I'm definitely not looking to bet on this fight, but I will go with Kamaka by decision. I will go with the safe one, with the favorite. Yeah, so that's it. Next fight is Rachel Ostovich against Gina Mazany. I will go with Gina Mazany. It's a woman's fight. I'm not so sure. You know, we got a girl that's 4-5 and 6-4 on the other side. Not too great of records for both girls. I don't really know, but I will go with Gina Mazany. I think she will get the decision, but it's still not something I would bet on. I wouldn't give that as a bet or anything near that. So yeah, Gina Mazany by decision. Next fight is Martin Day against Anderson dos Santos. This one is a close one. I've done research for this one because I wanted to know both guys, because I wasn't so sure who was Anderson dos Santos, even though he's fought in the UFC, and I was looking at the UFC around that time. He didn't sound any bell in my head. I didn't know who that guy was. So yeah, I've done some tape research on this guy. I will go with Martin Day. Again, I wouldn't bet on this fight. It's a close one. I think Martin Day will outpoint him and outwork him, but I could see him getting KO maybe by Anderson dos Santos, because dos Santos looks like he has a lot of power for this division, and he didn't look good in all of his last bout, dos Santos. But Martin Day also got knocked down in this last fight, so you know it's kind of a sketchy fight. There's a lot of people putting money on Martin Day, but I don't like it. I'm not comfortable putting my money on a guy who got knocked down in his last fight, even though it was like it was a couple time ago. It was what 4 months ago. So yeah, not that bad. So 4 months to recover from a knockout, it's not that bad, but it's never the best look, you know. And getting knocked down in your last fight, you never feel the same after that. You never feel the same after a loss, and then after a knockout, it doesn't feel good. But I will still go with him. So Martin Day by decision. Next fight is Ashley Evans-Smith against Norma Dumont. I will go with the underdog. I will go with Norma Dumont. I can't really say why. I can say a little bit about this fight, but not too much at the same time. So yeah, Evans-Smith, I've looked her 2 last bouts, and she didn't look good at all. I don't know what's going on with her. She didn't look really convincing. I wouldn't like to put money on her. Her striking looked really bad, or her kicks didn't look good. Everything wasn't good. I just didn't like it at all. Maybe that's why she's 6-4. I don't want to talk shit too much. I don't like what I saw from her. Now she's a favorite. It was a pick and fight at first. Now she's a favorite. I don't really know why. She could outpoint Norma Dumont if she can stay on the outside and just outpoint her, maybe with a little bit of leg kicks and then high kicks and everything. Maybe she could do it. I don't see it happening. What I see happening is Norma Dumont just out-grappling her, just putting her on the fence, and just doing a little bit like Kamaru Usman would do. A little bit of punching inside, and then a little foot stomp or something, but nothing too fancy. I don't think this will be a boring fight. I'm just saying it already. This will be a boring fight. I don't see it being good at all. But I think Norma Dumont has what it takes to out-grapple Ashley Evans and just put her on the fence and keep her there for the whole entire fight. So yeah, I will go with her as the underdog, but don't put money on this fight either. It's not a good fight, and it won't be a good fight to watch too. Next one is Bill Algeo versus Spike Carlyle. I will go with the Alpha Ginger on this one. I like Spike Carlyle. I think he's pretty impressive, but he has one huge problem, and it's his gas tank. He doesn't have any cardio, or I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe he has too much muscle or something, but it's not looking too good. He's gassed out in his last fight against Billy Quarantillo. Like after the first round, he looked pretty bad. So that doesn't look good. I never want to see a guy like Louis Cosquet this last weekend, who after the first round was gassed out. This is just a sign for me that that's not good. But that's something you can work on. So maybe he's worked on it, and that's why I will go with him, because I think that how much time did he have since his last bout? 6 months. So yeah, 6 months to work on your cardio. I think that's doable. He probably knows it, and probably he's done what it takes to get a better cardio for this bout. So I will hope this is done, and that's why I will go with him. I think Bill Algeo is a really good opponent, though. It will be a very good fight, very entertaining, but I still see Spike Carlyle winning, and maybe even by KO or TKO, but I will secure it with the decision. But I could see a KO TKO happening if maybe Bill Algeo does a little mistake or something, and then gets caught and gets punished for it. But we will see. I will go with Spike Carlyle by decision. Yeah, next fight is Miguel Baeza against Takashi Sato. I fucked up a bit on this one. Yeah, so this is a close one. I wanted to do research, a lot of research on Takashi Sato, because I've watched his last fight, but I haven't looked all of his fight in the UFC, because he's got a lot. He fought Belal Muhammad, Jason Witt, Ben Saunders, and Madvel. I don't know if these two were in the UFC. I thought he had 4 fights in the UFC, but he only has 3. But I didn't look of I only looked the Jason Witt one, but it's only like 45 seconds, so it doesn't tell you a lot. I think this fight is really close, and probably closer than what people think. Miguel Baeza, I see a lot of cappers, a lot of sports bettor who are putting money on him already. I don't like it too much. I don't think the odds are that good. At these odds, I prefer Takashi Sato, I'm not gonna lie. But for the pick and not for betting, I will go with Miguel Baeza. I think he will get a decision, maybe a TKO, but I think it's more of a decision guy. He's won a lot of fights by finishes, but I think this one will be a decision. But yeah, it's a pretty close one, because Takashi Sato has a lot of power. As we've seen from his last bout against Jason Witt, he knocked him out, and he was looking pretty good. His striking was pretty nice. His defense was good too. He's looking pretty sharp as of late, and 30 years old. That's still in his prime, looking pretty good. But Miguel Baeza has looked very, very impressive, and you can't sleep on him either. So I will go with him on this fight. But not too much confidence. The other way around could happen too. Takashi Sato could get the win. Don't get it twisted. Next one is at heavyweight. So Josh Parisian against Parker Porter. I don't see this one as a close fight. I think this will be an easy win for Josh Parisian. I think he will knock him out in the first round. Maybe if Parker Porter is tough, maybe he'll tough the first round out and get knocked down in the second. But I'm pretty sure that Josh Parisian will get the win. He will get the KO or TKO. But I see it as a big KO for Josh Parisian in his first fight in UFC. I saw his fight in the last not Ultimate Fighter, but Dana White Contender series, and he looked pretty impressive. He was against an okay guy, and he made him look really bad. So yeah, I like this one. I love Josh Parisian on this one. He will get the KO or TKO. Next one is the co-main event, which is Anthony Smith against Devin Clark. On this one, I will go with the underdog. I will go with the 2.10 odds guy, which is Devin Clark. I just don't really like Anthony Smith at all. I think he's looked really bad in all of his last fights, and he's coming at his end. You know, he's 32 years old. He's tried himself at the belt. He got a shot at the belt against John Jones. I know it was John Jones, but still, he got a shot at the belt, didn't get it, and since that he didn't look good. So I don't want to put money on this fight, and I don't want to put money on Anthony Smith, that's for sure. And for Devin Clark, I see a path to victory, an easy path to victory. I see it. Is it gonna happen? I can't promise anything. I cannot say it will happen, but I see a clear path to victory, which is grappling. I think if he holds him against the cage, I know this will be boring, but if he wants the win on this one, that's the easiest way. Anthony Smith isn't good against the cage. He doesn't really know what to do, and I don't think he will know what to do on this one either. I think he got out grappled a lot and will still get out grappled. Devin Clark is a big guy, 32 years old, just 2 years younger. I prefer it. I think the reach advantage is it's for Anthony Smith, and he's a little bit taller, but Devin Clark is a little bit stalker. He's a little bit more fat and more muscular, so I will go with him on this one. I think he will be able to out-grapple Anthony Smith for the whole 3 rounds and get a decision. Maybe, who knows, if you get a TKO in there, but I don't think it will happen. And on we go to the main event, Curtis Blaydes against Derrick Lewis. This is the fight that I'm most hyped for, because it's 2 contenders in the heavyweight division. So yeah, Curtis Blaydes, Derrick Lewis, Razor Blaydes, and the Black Beast, 14-2 against 24-7. I won't lie, I won't go with Derrick Lewis, even though I like his personality. I think he's a really good guy. I think he's really fun and really funny, but this won't matter in this one. This won't matter at all. He will get out grappled. We know what Curtis Blaydes is good at. We know what Derrick Lewis is good at, and looking at knockout power and a big wrestler, really good wrestler, I will go with the wrestler always. I prefer a wrestler over, if we get a matchup of a striker versus wrestler. I pretty much 80 or 90% of the time I prefer the wrestler. So on this one, this will be the same. I will go with the favorite as Curtis Blaydes. I think he will just get probably a decision. I wouldn't say this will be a boring fight like is when I think it was against Alex Volkov. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's gonna be that boring, but because maybe he'll get a TKO if Derrick Lewis gets too gassed out or doesn't really know what to do. But I see him getting a decision, that's for sure. Even though it's a 5-rounder, I will still go with the decision. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the whole event, for all of the predictions and the picks. For the best bets of the week, like I said, it's not really a good event to bet. There's not a lot of there's not really value, that's for sure, and there's not a lot of confidence on my part. If I'm honest with you guys, if you don't want to force bet, just don't bet on this event. If you want to make a little bit of money, the first bet, the first best bet will be Curtis Blaydes. That's my best pick, but the odds are only 1.25, so they were at 1.3, so it's not really good, you know. It's not something I advise to bet on. But if you really want to bet, and if you really like to put money on fights whenever you're watching fights, then go with Curtis Blaydes. And if you want to put a parlay up, I would put the 2-leg parlay. The first leg would be Curtis Blaydes, and the second leg would be Josh Parisian. I think that's the best bet of the event. I don't see anything else having any value. I don't think there's a lot of value on it, but I still like a little bit the odds. If we don't look at the never mind. Josh Parisian is a pretty good bet, but 1.50, you know, those odds could be higher. I would prefer them to be higher, but I will still take it. If you want to parlay Josh Parisian and Curtis Blaydes, it's 1.87 for the parlay, which almost double your money. It's not that bad. It's like I said, not the best event to bet. If ever you want to get an underdog, there's always Devin Clark, so this will be my third best bet. I don't like it too much, not gonna lie, but for the underdog of the week, I think that's the best one, and yeah, I think he will get the win. Another one will be Spike Carlyle, so yeah, I think he will get the win too. But it's, like I said, it's a close one. So for those of you guys who really like to bet, and I would say like to lose money also, you can go with Josh Parisian, Curtis Blaydes, Spike Carlyle, and then Devin Clark, yeah, as the underdog. But don't parlay them all, because there's probably one of these four that are gonna lose, because we can always be perfect, we can always get them all, but maybe we'll get a 3 and 4 on this one, maybe a 2 and 4. So I would advise maybe putting up a parlay with Parisian, and then Blaydes playing Carlyle as a straight bet and Clark as a straight bet, and maybe put up a $5 parlay of the old event if you want to be crazy, get crazy a little bit. But besides that, not too good for this event. Before I go, I had a little contest, if I can say, I wanted to talk about. In the comments, if you guys are still there, then I will know by checking the comments if you watch the video for this for the whole time. Then my question for this one will be the main event. Who you got on this one? Curtis Blaydes against Derek Lewis. Comment that, put that in the comments. So who you got for your pick of this fight, and then there will be another one. So who you got on the Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. fight? Let me know. I think pretty much everyone will say Blaydes Tyson, but I'm still asking. So let me know in the comments if you're still there. And that's pretty much it for this week's event. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope everyone is still there. If you're still there, don't forget to subscribe and like. This means a lot, and I do it for this reason. So if I can get some support from you guys, it's always nice. It's why I do it. So you can always text me on Instagram. My Instagram will be in the description. And yeah, so have a good day. Peace out, boys, and see y'all next week, probably Wednesday or Thursday. So yeah, have a good one, boys. All right, peace out.